Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Environmental Science at the Faculty of Ed. My name is Jason Pilot. I'm a teacher at a local high school here in Thunder Bay, Superior Collegiate and Vocational Institute. I've been doing environmental science for many, many years, going on almost 20 years now, actually. And I also teach chemistry, which is actually one of my primary classes I teach now. But I also teach grade 9 and 10 science classes at all levels. So it's kind of weird you guys getting to meet me this way. It's too bad we couldn't have our first in-class, hybrid in-class session, but that will come up next week on Monday. But nevertheless, I still want to hit the ground running, and we're going to attempt to do an activity that I do with my environmental science and my chemistry classes. And so you're going to notice that I actually do a lot of lessons like I would with my students, and then we sit back and we debrief and we go through and we learn from that. So we're going to try and attempt this one virtually using discussion posts. So normally I would do this in a classroom, and you guys would be collaborating on whiteboards on the walls, vertical whiteboards as they're called now. But anyways, we're going to try it through discussion posts and through this thing called OneNote, which we'll get really good at using. So just a quick little story. Years ago, before I was married, and my buddy and I just gotten a job teaching at an elementary school, and my buddy was still in university, and we were renting a place in a nice little neighborhood. And we were young, goofy young dudes, and we didn't have the best eating habits and stuff like that. But we love Coca-Cola. All right, it is the best soft drink ever created. Pepsi is the worst. All right, so anyways, we drank a lot of Coke. We drank 2 or 3 every day. And because we were idiots, we would stack the Cokes up one wall in the kitchen because we thought it was cool, but it definitely was not. And we had done this for over half a year, and New Year comes along, and I meet a girl, and I'm trying to impress her, and we go on some dates, and I say, hey, I'm going to have her over to my house, and I'm going to cook her this meal, some chicken cacciatore. I'm going to show her that I can be a great provider. And I had a few buddies over, and I'm telling them, and he's like, oh, great, you're having Heather over. And he goes, well, why don't you get rid of that stupid wall of pop cans in there? She's going to think that's the dumbest thing. And I'm like, you're right. I should get rid of that because it is pretty juvenile. And he goes, and while you're at it, it's now March. Why don't you get rid of the Christmas tree too? So I took the Christmas tree out and then swept all the needles up. And then I took out the wall of pop cans. And I was about 22 at the time when I did this. And so I took 3 garbage bags completely full of pop cans. And I put that out for the garbage truck. And that was really the first time I can ever recall thinking that what I do in my life has an impact. And it's a true story. And that was like a holy crap moment for me. And I kind of felt, a little dirty about it. And I was like, oh my God, like, that's all metal. It's going to the landfill site, because at that time Thunder Bay did not have a recycling facility. They weren't doing any recycling. We're talking 26 years ago that this happened. That was the first time I ever really started to think about how my actions have an impact. So I do love Coke. It is very tasty. It's my favorite drink. And I do have it sometimes too much, but now that I'm back at school, I'll have it probably a little bit less than I did in the summer. Tastes so good when it hits your lips. Love it. Unfortunately, we have to do this virtually. So normally what I would do is I would give you all a pop or a or a buble or something like that, something tasty or without sugar, with or without sugar. But I never forgot about that moment. And so I'm going to throw it to you guys. I'm going to ask you a question. I wonder what's the footprint of me or you living here in Canada in Thunder Bay? What would be the footprint of drinking pop over a lifetime? So I want you to think about that. What would be the impact, the footprint? And that's a good question. What do I mean about footprints? Right? What would be the impact or impacts of me consuming this one product over, hopefully 80, 85 years of life? So what we're going to do is we're going to spend the next few days, and you'll see a discussion thread posted up on D2L. And what I would like you to do is come up with 2 or maximum 3 really well thought out ideas. And what I don't want you to do is put them all out at once. Put one idea up, read if there's others that have posted ideas up, put one idea up, and then scan through and see what others have come up with. And then, if there's, say, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, because there's 14 people in the class right now, at least get, a good healthy amount of posts up. Then if you want to throw another one up, great. But let's try not to piggyback. But definitely you can add a nuance to someone's question and don't piggyback. You can piggyback onto a question, but what I don't want you to do is restate or rephrase the same question that's already been posted up. So, and what we're going to do is by the end of the week, by Friday, I'll take all the posts and all the different ideas that have come up, and I'm going to assign you into small little pair groups, and we're going to get you to do some preliminary research, and we're going to get you guys to post that research into a little thing called OneNote. And don't worry, I'll send out a little video explain how you can get into OneNote and all that stuff, and how you can use it. And it's a really slick little tool for teaching, and I'll show you exactly where in the OneNote we will dump all of our research. And it's just a research dump, so don't worry, it's not formatting and stuff like that. It's not a big deal. We just want to start to create a picture of what our footprint would be of drinking a beverage like this over a lifetime. All right. So I hope you enjoy your first week. Be looking for some by Friday. I'll add a new announcement up, and then saying who's going to work with who, and you guys can sort of connect via email or however you want to do it. I'm going to randomly put you with someone, so there'll be people with Aurelia and people with Thunder Bay working together, and we'll get you guys to start to collaborate a little bit and start to use this space in OneNote, and you'll see what that looks like. Anyways, hoping you have a great first week back, and looking forward to meeting you all face-to-face next week on the 11th. All right, enjoy.